Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to start with a new topic, that is ray optics, an optics that deals with light. So what do we exactly mean by light? Light is defined as that form of energy which gives us the sensation of sight. And due to this sensation, we are able to see the objects around us. For an instance, just imagine when you step into a dark room.
Will you be able to see anything around you?
Definitely not. And it's just because in the absence of light or in the darkness, nothing is visible to us. Now the question is, what makes the things visible? To this, the answer is the sources of light such as the sunlight, bulb, torchlight, the fluorescent bulb and the burning candle, and many more examples are there which are considered as the sources of light. And such sources of light enable us to see the objects around us. When the light from such sources falls on the other objects which do not have their own light, then those objects reflects the light, and when that reflected light travels into the space and reaches to our eye, then we see the objects around us. And that's how anything is visible to our eyes. And this process is known as reflection of light. Now let's talk about first of all how many sources of lights are there. So here we have sources of light. Depending upon the types of objects, we have categorized the sources of light into its two types. So here we have luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Most of the objects which are visible to us do not have their own light, and they mainly reflect the light of other objects. For example, during daytime, most of the things are visible to our eyes. It's just because of the sunlight which is considered to be the natural source of light. And that's why during day, anything is visible to us because of the light of the sun. When the sunlight falls on any other object, then that light is reflected to our eyes, and that makes the things visible to us. Whereas during night, we do not have the sun, but still we can see the moon shining up in the sky. The shining appearance of the moon is just the reflection of the sunlight. Please note that moon does not have its own light. Moon is considered to be a non-luminous object. It just reflects the light of the sun. So we have the objects in the category of non-luminous object such as moon, table, chair, wood, paper. All these objects which do not have their own light are known as non-luminous objects. So let us frame what are luminous and non-luminous objects. Now you may wonder, if non-luminous objects do not have their own light, how come we are able to see them? For this we say that non-luminous objects reflect the light of luminous objects. When the light from the luminous object such as sun falls on any other object, such as here we have a table which is a non-luminous object, then the light from the sun will fall onto this table in this manner, and since this is luminous but this is non-luminous, this luminous object will reflect the light by making some angle, and it will reach to the observer's eye. So if this is the observer, for this observer, this table will be visible when the table will reflect the light. So according to this observer, the light is coming from the table, but in reality, the light is incident from the sun. It is falling on the surface of the table, and the surface of the table is reflecting the light which is reaching the eyes of the observer. And this is how the things are visible to our eyes. So we talked about a very important phenomenon of light, which is reflection. Let us talk about reflection in more detail. Reflection is defined as the bouncing back of light in the same medium. For example, if you play with a ball and if you throw the ball against a wall, you will find that it will bounce back. In the same manner, when the light coming out from a source strikes over a surface, then that surface will bounce back the light. And this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. In my next video, I will be explaining about reflection of light in more detail, and also we will talk about laws of reflection. So see you all in my next video. Thank you.